Hey there, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Bobby Legs Loves Watches live stream Thursday night watch talk. It's been a minute, I know. This is only my second stream of the year. I had a watch soup a couple of weeks ago with Clayton, and Clayton and I have been really busy. Um, I hate saying that because I don't want to seem like we're too busy to do the show for you guys because we enjoy doing it. But yeah, I mean, life's happening, and I've been the last few months, man. It's been really brutal. My time, like having enough time to do kind of things that I want. But look, 2026 is a new year, right? Um, Not that I do any kind of New Year's resolutions or anything, but this year, the focus for me, and I was talking to my good friend Joey B about it earlier before, is that, focusing more on the physical health, the mental, and the emotional health. Watches this year, although I'm going to be interested in watches and new releases and talking about watches with my friends, but purchasing watches is not like, in the top 10, priority things for me this year. Maybe next year or a couple of years from now. But, I just got to keep it, you know, focused and trying to do a couple things in regards to challenging myself, my body this year. I feel like I'm going to be turning 53, and man, I feel like, if I don't get some of these things that, some of these goals, that I want to do, man, 60 is going to be around the corner, 70 is going to be around the corner. And I just know that, the body doesn't respond to things as easily as it used to when I was 20 or 30 years old. So trying to do a couple things. Happy to talk about it. But we're here to talk about watches as well. Let me say hello to everybody. Oh, I'm still wearing this guy, my Citizen. I just love this watch. I just love it. And I split a time. Well, most of the time I'm also wearing this, so that my little Fitbit. I get my 10,000 steps in. Trying to do that every day. Um, that's part of my plan. Let's say hello to the people in chat. Let me know what you're wearing. Um, and some watch goals this year. Like, let's talk about that. Let's talk about, I kind of laid it on the table like what my goals are, which is pretty much none in regards to adding to the collection. But I'd like to hear what you guys are looking forward to, or like if you had to redo it again, like, if you were starting from zero, like, like what direction would you take? Where would you go? Hey, Rick is here. Good to see you, Rick. Let's see if that pops up. There it is, Mr. Legs. Yeah, that's me. Marceau, my friend. Wearing the spirit of the Big Bang tonight. Nice. Maison is here. What's up, buddy? Wearing the Bonk Pong 50 Fathoms. Wearing the spirit of. I see what you did there. Rick is wearing the Sky Dweller Green Dial on Jubilee, which he picked up yesterday. Congratulations, Rick. Beautiful watch. Beautiful. Joey B. Hey now. What's up, Joey? Uh, Cheers to you, Mez9. Good to see you. Caliber is here. Hey, Robert Wood Audio. Hey, he was wearing a Circle Twirl tonight on the Islander J Style bracelet. Very nice. Very nice. Thanks, Rick. Um, Ultracron this evening. Great watch, man. No. Bobby Legs does love watches. I still do, man. Don't uh don't do me dirty, Caliber, as the kids say. Don't do me dirty. Um, Steve, time out. What's up, bud? It was your birthday recently. Maison still plans to buy that CQ bicolor in the next couple of months. Okay, I want to have it in time so I can go in the holiday in the summer. Hey, I'm gonna be. I think the family is planning a trip to Europe. I think we're gonna be going to. We're going to Italy, which was awesome, right? I never been to Italy, but in like July. I know, like definitely part of the trip is going to be in the Puglia region, which is like the heel of Italy. So I'm hoping for the first half of that trip, because we're going to split into two, somewhere in Northern Europe. We're just looking to see what flights between the States and Europe, um, we were looking for the best deal because we most of the cities I've never been to, right? So like I'm pretty open to whatever is the best deal, and also it has to be like that city to Bari, which is the airport that or city that we'll be flying into in southern Italy. That's affordable. I mean, a few months ago we found tickets to Sweden. They're like it was like 500 $500 round trip from the States or something like that, just a little bit higher, which is great. But from Sweden to Bari was like another like 600 $700. So like the math combining it didn't math. The maths didn't math. So we're still looking for that first trip. Maybe Dublin is a candidate. We're seeing some good prices there. Love to do Amsterdam, but that might be pricey. But we might get lucky finding a good price there. But yeah, UK, maybe London also. Um, Fight the patriarchy. All right, Dib's come. He's come for it. Um, Scott is saying his plan is to just pay for the watches that are supposed to be coming in this year, and not buy anything that comes out this year. Okay, all right, I fair. I hear you. Hey, Ms9, you're not slumming with the G Show. That's a great watch. The DW classic. Greece in June. Oof. I mean, like, it's probably not like. I mean, it's probably still hot, right? I mean, it's not as hot as maybe July or August. Like Greece is hot. I mean, like I know, like I want to go to Greece. I want to Greece, but that's going to be a trip that I do in January or February. I am not doing that in the summertime, man. No way. But I could be wrong, Amazon. I mean, like, I mean, I'm sure you know better than I do. Being over there in Europe, what it's like, and you've done your research. I hope to buy fewer watches in 2026 versus 2025, but I'm not off to a great start. Yeah, Rick, I know. I know. We all say that. Rick, I've heard you say that so many times over the years. Oh, I'm gonna, call the collection. And I'm laughing because like I'm not, because I'm with you. I know how that feels. Like you say to yourself, I'm not gonna buy a lot. I'm not gonna buy any this year. I'm saying I'm not gonna buy any, but I know I'm probably gonna end up buying a watch or two. Mr. Wilson, good to see you, my friend. Wow, Mr. Wilson's here. Hey, guys in the States, we got um some type of Super Bowl coming up, right? Seahawks against New England. Peter C's not here, but that's his New England team and Deech as well. Man, I mean, like what a turnaround that team has done. And the Seahawks also too kind of coming out of nowhere. A really tough division, right? Um Marceau is going, I'm going to limit it to two at a maximum. Right, 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 right. Rick is going to Hong Kong, Singapore, and Taipei in April, then 2 weeks in Spain early in June. Oof. Yeah, man, I would go to Spain again. I mean, we've been to Spain a few times. I love Spain. I love Spain. I mean, like, and it's because like I speak the language, right? I mean, or the Latin American version of Spanish, right? It's close enough, right? So like when I've been to Spain, like I always felt like kind of like home, And I grew up in a neighborhood that was heavily Hispanic, um, South America mostly. Well, I mean, well, Cuban and Puerto Rican, but mostly like South American, like Colombian. A lot of Colombians where I grew up, and just being around like those type of like those cultures, growing up and living in Puerto Rico. Also, I lived in Puerto Rico when I was younger. Like Spain, especially Madrid. Madrid felt like really like home to me. Like it was like very urban. It's kind of like where I grew up, like right outside of New York City, um, and just like different cultures within Spanish cultures, like within like Latin America with Spain itself, obviously, and it's just like, man, I could go back there, but that's not, we're gonna try to avoid it just because we want to go to a city that we've never been to. I'd love to go to Krakow or Warsaw as well. Um, Taipei is my favorite city. I've been really wanting to, and I'm gonna hopefully when the kids get a little bit older, they can handle longer trips. So I would love to go to Asia, Southeast Asia in particular. Man, I want to go to Thailand. I want to go to Malaysia. I would love to go to Vietnam. Um, Philippines. Japan. My son really wants to go to Japan. I know that's not Southeast Asia, but I mean, like, but he really wants to go to Japan. When they get a little bit older, they can handle. They seem to be able to handle the flight to Europe, right? And that's like 7, 8 hours, 9 hours. Um, but that flight to Asia, which I've never been to, any part in Asia, but I can imagine it's a long ass flight. And he was like telling me the other day he wants to go to Australia. And that's like a really long ass flight. That's like it's like day and a half, traveling. Um, so one day, I mean, one day down the road, I would love to go to um, I would like to get like some like medical procedures like in Malaysia. It's really cheap, right? Like if I have to do like dental stuff, that kind of stuff. A book a trip to medical tourism as they call it. You know, I kid. I mean, I kind of kid, but I kind of don't kid. Marceau says I do have 3 trips planned this year. That's a few watches right there. Yeah, yeah. So that's the thing, man. That's where like the balancing act. Like do I buy a mid-tier luxury watch, um, or do I use those funds to create some memories with my family? You know, right? So that's where I am in life. Oh man, 52-year-old guy with like young kids, man. What was I thinking? I love them. I should have had kids a long time ago, but hey, I didn't meet Mrs. Legs until 12, 13 years ago. So, um, anyway, but hopefully one day I'll be able to do both the trips and the watches. Is Tapatio the best hot sauce? I don't know. Is that like you just throwing that out there? I don't know. I'm a sucker. I just like Tabasco. I mean, I like other hot sauces, right? But not like enough to be like, okay, yes, Tabasco is the sauce or whatever. I just like good old fashioned Tabasco sauce, especially like on pizza. Oh man, it's so good. I wish I spoke a foreign language. Love Madrid. Doing Barcelona for Barcelona was fun. Um, I don't know how it is now because I know like they've been kind of like not crazy about the tourists there, but we went there. See, Bob, my son learned to walk when he finally learned to walk after like 16, 17 months. 16 months old he was. He learned it. He was in Barcelona and he started walking. Um, Barcelona's a great city, man. Just a very cool vibe. Different, totally different vibe than Madrid. Um, we stayed at a Airbnb by like a park. You know, I don't know. It was a long time ago. I don't remember exactly the details, but but just a great little, very walkable. Um, and we've to the mass transit. What I recall from Spain, and I think this is the way it is in Europe. At the time, my wife was pregnant with my daughter, and when we got to the airport, man, like like people. I mean, she was like, you can see that she was pregnant, and we had my son in a stroller. Man, like through the airport, man, they just the people who worked at the airport just like opened everything for us. They just let us like cut through lines. When we were coming back home, like the security line was like an hour long. They just opened the door. Oh no, you just come through here. You're with a family, you just come through here. They really respect and treat people with family well. We were on a bus. We were in Barcelona, and it was full. And me and my wife and my son and my in-laws, we ended up like we were standing, and this woman who had to be like 80 years old who was sitting down, like saw my wife and like offered her seat to my wife, and I was just like, wow, that's just amazing. And I think I'm pretty sure that's the way it is throughout Europe. I'm sure like there's like a different you know understanding there. I could be wrong. Valencia is the way to go. Never been to Valentino. Valentino's the way to go. Is that Tabasco you're talking about? Bangkok is also amazing food. Oh man, I want to go to Bangkok. My boss is actually on vacation. He's in Bangkok right now. I can't wait to hear what he has to say. He's based in the Philippines though, so much shorter travel. Travel over watches, yeah, for sure. Uh, okay. Uh, okay. That's all right. Good to know. Good to know. Man, like you know, you can't handle spicy. You talk a big game about spicy stuff, Deb. You can't handle the spices. Watch out for pickpockets and yeah, I think I've heard that too. Um, how did I had like this like I don't know, it's like a little satchel. It's like it's not like a fanny pack, although it's like goes around your waist and it actually tucks under your pants, like over your underwear, over your boxers, but under your pants. And that's where I would keep my money. Like it like so like I had nothing in my pockets. But that's what I used. Um, I'm slowing my purchases to catch up on my bills and get ready to retire in a couple weeks. Good thinking right there, man. I plan on traveling then, might buy a retirement celebration watch. Yeah, no, that's a great plan, Robert. Great plan. I had to put $7,000 in my old truck. Ooh, within the last 6 months. Basically, a nice man. Doesn't that suck? We had to do that with one of our our. We have a beater car, right? And you know, and while I was working from home and remote for the last like 6 or 7 years, you know, we had our main car and then we had our beater car that's like now it's like 18 years old. And so like, you know, that car was just good enough to just go, you know, within like a 10-15 minute drive. That's how we treated it. But then like I had to go back into the office and my wife was using the beater. Now I'm using the beater because we got to change the headlight on a Tesla. The Tesla, oh man, like they're LED lights and you gotta like remove. It's not like, you know, like going in like in through the hood and just like, you know, fishing your way in and taking a bulb out, right? It's not like that. You got to take um the whole headlight out and replace it, the whole thing. But not only do you have to do that with Tesla, you have to like take out the bumper and it's just a lot of work. And if you get like Tesla to do it, right? They want like 1,100, 1,200 bucks because there's like it's just ridiculous. Like the part itself is not expensive. The light I got on eBay for like 60 bucks. But I got to go to my friend's house who has like a heated garage because I don't know if you guys if you guys live in the Northeast United States, you know how cold it is. It was like -3, -4 this morning. So like working like, you know, like a few minutes outside, even like you got to take your gloves off. I can't like, you know, you have like, you know, ski gloves and try to like feel my way through and try to take the bumper off of this thing. Um, so like my hands will like freeze, you know. Anyway, but like I feel your pain, and so that beater car we had to like it didn't pass inspection, and we find out that it needed like a new catalytic converter. The car's like probably worth like a 500 to 1,000 bucks, but the repair was about 1,000 bucks, and we just figured we just did it, and you know hopefully the best for at least the next year or two, and then get another car because man, and that's only like a grand. Oh, and then we had to like replace the brakes on it. So like we ended up spending like 3 grand on the car. Uh, what a bummer. Yep, G Shocks in Barcelona. Let's do it. A spice hoedown. All right. Apple spicy apples. You're right, man. Applesauce. You can handle applesauce. I think barely. Uh, yeah. Split your money up and your cards. Some in your pocket, some hidden as yeah. Some in your hotel safe, usually sort of thing. Lose anyone, you don't lose. Lose anyone, you don't lose the whole lot. Absolutely. My headlights are 7K a piece. Ask me how I know. Oh no. I mean, okay. How do you know? I'm going to be replacing my front door this year, so more expenditure, but holiday is paid for and more or less saved. That's great. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Yeah, I think like the plan, you know, like having like a couple of like accounts, let's say, where you can like, this is my watch fund, and this is like, rainy day fun, and this is like, car fun. I mean, that's for me to I need to compartmentalize that for it to work. Like that kind of like works for me. So that's kind of what I've been doing. Not too much great success because things come up, birthdays and holidays and Christmas and stuff like that. Just money bleeds. Um, Nissan Altima headlights are 7K. I don't think you may have triggered Deb right now, Marcel, with that. Uh, Maybe some watches now. Yeah. Okay. All right. So I guess that's the point. You want me to talk about some watches? Okay. I mean, that was fun. That was fun. Let's see here. Hey Dib, I'm gonna bring up because I've been a little bit out of touch lately. But I think this is a new watch. Hey, look at you, right? No, Christopher Ward. This is one of Dib's favorite brands. Christopher Ward's with a Pan Am GMT. I think this is new. I think it is, right? Christopher Ward announces a C 60 Clipper GMT in collaboration with Pan Am. Rolex. Rolex did something like this, right? Didn't well? I mean, did it? Was it? Like I'm drawing a blank here. No, I know. Breitling did some Navigator timers with some of these airlines. Um, and Tudor came out with like the Pan Am. Yeah, I think um recently. A couple years ago, right? Didn't have the white dial with the Pepsi GMT. Man, I'm so out of it. It's been a long day. So we got a 42 millimeter light catcher case paired with a 24-hour click bezel. Not bad looking. Yeah. Oh, look at that. I like the little um, airplane on the counterbalance on there. What do you think, Deb? I mean, you're Mr. Christopher Ward. This kind of looks cool. I kind of like the branding with the airlines. I like how Breitling did that with the Navitimers with the TWA. Um, let's see here, 707 piece. Because of Boeing 707. That's cool. Limited edition, 1995, 1,900. Not bad pricing for this watch for GMT. 300 meters. What kind of movement does it have? Salida 330 GMT. I haven't had any problems with the or heard any issues with this with the Salida 330. 200 different story. 24 click bidirectional aluminum bezel. I like that they're using aluminum. I like that. IATA airport code, screw down code, case back. Okay, let's take a better look at this dial. So they're using the airport codes. Cool, cool. I like it. I like it. Um, let's see here. Let me catch up to everybody here. Yep, officially out today. CW Wolfgang is going to love catching up on the first thing he told you. Dude, Wolfgang doesn't even like watch the streams anymore. Like like it's like I'm not Tim Masso. You know what I mean? Like he doesn't watch it. He won't even last like the first 5 minutes. Maybe he'll like scrub the timeline, and maybe once I start talking about watches, he'll get into it. But British Watchmakers Day, Christopher Ward is dope. If you want to Google it, um, the brand with a legit designer who has been there with CW for a decade. Breitling did a Pan Am, right? They did. Yep. Saw this today. Zodiac did one. CW watch is a watch for other people. Okay. The original Pepsi GMT was made for Pan Am. Okay, that's the story. Okay. It's a miss? Really? This is a miss? Man, I kind of like it. There was a white dial GMT master back in the 60s. It had some link to Pan Am. Okay, thanks guys. Thanks for the refresher. Appreciate it. No, I don't know. I like it. I think it's cool. I think it's cool. Um, let's see here. Introducing Artillery Wen. All right, now we're going to China here, and we have a millis, millesime 2025 Perception. The brand's latest limited edition offering gets a new stone dial. Stone dials. So remember last year? Last year felt like it was the year of the stone dials. Uh, Atelier went, yeah, yeah. I mean, like this. So I would say my favorite thing about Atelier went and having had one in hand and reviewing and doing a review. I like this case back. I like the way it looks. And it's probably my favorite part of the watch, to be honest. Um, I mean, this is okay. Yeah, this is okay. I mean, there's something about this case design and that I'm not crazy about. I think it's because I think it's the way the that let me see if I can describe this. When you get here to the top of the lug, this the way it curves uh, to the side from like the I guess I don't know the top position to the 2 o'clock position. I'm not really feeling that, and they repeat it throughout the watch. I'm just not feeling that. Um, there's some other brands that maybe do it better. There's something about this that I'm not crazy about, and I love me an integrated bracelet style type watch. Don't get me wrong. Um, I wonder if these stone dials they probably are slightly different. I'm not crazy about this particular one. Um, but yeah, whatever. I mean, I like Way-Bands, the red gear shade. Um, Dow way more than this. Um, let's see here, wise, what are we looking at? 3600. Okay. Dang on Peacock, that dang on Peacock movement. Dan Dong Peacock SL1588A movement. Not a certified chronometer, but regulated to plus or minus 10 seconds a day. And yeah, semi precious stone. Come on, come on, come on, mouse. What's going on here? Let's see if I can find something here to. All right, that's better. What do you guys think? I wind up. Hey, I held one of the millesime models and made of I think tantalite. Good looking, Rick says. Not a buyer, but nice. Okay. Very lightweight metal. Didn't feel as full mass as steel, but supposedly multiple times stronger. Okay. I tune in and we're fawning over another. uh, that's great, man. That's great. Sorry, Tom. I don't know. I liked it. I liked that Christopher Ward. Sorry. Sorry. Okay, let's let's go let's go to monochrome and see what they got here. Um New for 2026. Let's just do that. Let's go new for 2026. Okay. So we have this seems like Angeles have been pushing this like vintagey kind of look lately. Um I don't know. It's okay. Let's just move on. I don't really want to talk about this one. Hermes, Slim Hermes, hands-on featherweight. If you guys see something, just let me know. You want to see? I mean, like, we got first looks. H. Moser, Endeavor, Tourbillon, and Steel. It says the first look. I don't know if this is brand new, but it says it's a first look. They're for looking at it first time. Skeletonized watch, Pioneer, very cool. Gold, gotta be expensive. Man, gold has been going nuts, and so is silver, right? Oof, you guys been following that? Man, 85,000 Swiss francs for this one. Let's get see if we could just zoom into some pictures here. Come on, computer. What is going on? Why are you not cooperating? Here we go. It's yeah. I mean, I like the Pioneer. Uh, yeah. I mean, like, look. I think, like, just based on these pictures, legibility wise, I mean, I could read the time, which I'm very happy about. That's usually my problem with skeletonized watches. I think you got the contrast of the bridges there that are in rhodium. I think it was. Is it rhodium? I would imagine that they're. Let's see here. Automatic by I mean, whatever. There's a contrast, and that's good enough for me. That's enough for me to be able to actually read the time and tell the time on this one. Um, Nice looking Moser, but it's pre-owned at half price with it. Yeah, that's true. I'm not really a big Moser fan, but I like this one. It's an Endeavor buy, but thank you, Mizone. Appreciate it. That's a pretty Moser. Uh, yeah, yeah. We're gonna talk about that. I'm gonna go to that one next, Marcel. Um, two-tone edition Piaget. Oof. 1970. This is gonna. These are the type of watches, right? That it's gonna take me months before I decide if I like it or not. Because I mean, there is a part of me that thinks this is absolutely hideous, but then there's a part of me that just like I just love it. And usually, and this is how it usually goes. If I am iffy on it, on borderline thinking that it's awful, I typically come around and love the watch. It's my history with watches that I'm on the fence about. And to a point where I'm starting to teeter that I don't like it, and then like something happens in me, and I'm like, I love it. Um, I love the brand. It's so polarizing this time. This watch, it's so polarizing. Like, look at that. I mean, that's like straight out of like 80s, and maybe that's why I like it. Um, I don't know. 70, well, 79, it's 70, but I mean, like, but it's like 1980. I mean, like, it's 79. Okay, 79, 79, but practically 80. It's closer to 70, it's closer to 80, the 80s than it is to the early 70s. How about that? 44-hour power reserve, slim profile, 2.535 millimeters at the movement, or is that the watch? It's got to be the movement, right? Um, Yeah, 7.5 millimeter case thickness. 18 caracal white, oof, 96,000 euro. Oh man. But this is the kind of watch, man, if I like money, if money was not an issue for me, like, ever, like, if I was like, I think I'd probably get this watch. Ah, man, I think I would. I'd get this watch. I'd wear a cardigan. Yeah, yeah, maybe some like a like a light wheat colored cardigan, pastel colored shorts, like like a pink, and I just white sneakers, no socks, and I drive like one of those like 1960s convertibles that you could barely fit in, and like just drive by the beach. Like that's where my mind goes with this. That's where my mind goes with that. Um, I'd look at this in awe and turn around and get a paddock. Yeah, yeah, okay. All right, man. Sure. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Something like that. Something like that. Marceau. I think I like it. I mean, like, forget about whatever the price is, whatever. I mean, like, let's. I think I like it. Um, do I want to talk about the brutalist? Handheart. So let's talk about a couple of watches, and then I'm gonna probably turn in because I'm a little tired. I'm tired today. Citizen. Nobody here wants to talk about that. I just know you guys. You guys don't want to talk about that. Um, now we're going like a full like week. Hey, I'm a little bit, you know, I'm a little bit out of practice, guys. You know, um, oh, I was on the wrong page. Sorry. Wait, was I talking about the Piaget and I didn't have it on screen, guys? Did I do that to you? Oh, I was on the wrong tab. I am so sorry. Um, let's see. I'm out of practice, man. I'm out of practice. I'm way out of practice. Sorry. Okay. Yeah. So this is what I was looking at when I was talking that and using that imagery. Apologies. It's been a while. It's been a while, man. It's been a couple weeks. It's been a couple weeks. It's been like it's been a long time since I actually did a stream that was not watch soup. Sorry. Sorry. Hands on. The featherweight Beyond Shay. Beyond Shay? Okay. This is not okay. I thought it might have been a Hublot or something like that. Um, and I guess it's been a little quiet in the beginning of the year, huh? Little quiet. I know hosting on the stream is rough, Rob, but just think of us in the chat. Oh, so wait, you think? Oh, wait, are you saying that it's rough to be in the chat? You saying it's rougher to be in the chat than hosting this? Is that what you're saying? I know, Steven, you're not saying that. I know you're not. I just busting. I'm just busting your chops. Um, yeah, man. So anyway, uh, look, hopefully next week we'll get our schedule straight, Clayton and I. I know we've been aiming to do Watch Soup on Wednesdays. I think Thursdays is actually probably going to be a better night because Fridays I typically can work from home, and so like this time Thursday night is actually pretty good. Although this evening I'm pretty beat up. Anyway, um, but more watch talk to come, man. And I don't know. I've been like other than that, like just a little like information on myself. Like I've been trying like a couple new things with the diet and trying to get into like some sort of like better physical shape. You know. And so I've been and I feel like I'm feeling a lot better, lately, and I think it's because I've been prioritizing my diet a little bit, at least concentrating, like not eating random stuff, like I'm trying to prioritize protein and be in a caloric deficit while doing 10,000 steps and then like you know, taking some supplements and just trying to like get a little better. Because I was feeling like, I was feeling a little down. I was feeling. I gotta tell you, man. Getting in, at my age, um, you know, where half your life is over. It's rough, man. I didn't mean to take like a weird turn here on the stream, by the way. But yeah, so feeling better about that kind of stuff and doing the right things, and hopefully, like they'll set like other things straight. You know. Anyway, I'd love to talk about that. If anybody's ever interested, you can hit me up. We could talk about that kind of stuff too. So anyway, look, guys, have a great weekend. Stay warm if it's cold out there, right where you live, because it's cold here. And I will see you guys next week, hopefully with an episode of Watch Soup. If not, it'll be just us, and then maybe I could just drag some other guys, to come on the stream and hang out. Have a good night, guys. See you next week.